Alright, welcome back to Planet Coaster 2 for you guys that are theme park fans. This video is not where I expected to be right now. This is actually the day after I recorded the last video. I wanted to show you the changes I made since then, and I really want to try to finish this level off. So even with all the changes I've made, I can't get this number up to 4,000. So this, I think, is going to be a big part of that. We're going to go ahead and have everything paused. And we're going to delete that. That hurts me a bit, but we'll get back to that. As you can see, we did get the train going around set up. It is fully functional, and it actually has people in line here. So that's a good thing. We're getting it to work exactly as I had hoped it would, even though people are standing on it, which is a little bit odd. A lot of changes on this side of the park. So one of the changes you probably already noticed is this here. I was realizing that people were not coming to this side of the park. They were not getting on these rides over here because of it. And so because of that, I went ahead and changed things up somewhat over here. This is just not getting a lot of interest at all. Premium price would be that. Bargain price would be that. So dynamic price was perfectly fine the way it was. Let's go up to 12 bucks. Yeah, all right, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, hopefully this will start getting people. This coaster is starting to get a few people. This train is definitely getting some people. I went ahead and put in a hot dog squad and a milkshake place here. And I also went ahead and put in the Just a Momento over here because I had removed it from over here. So I could put in a pizza pen. That way we get some more interest over here. I also do need to put in over here. And we're just going to get the standard one. We need a drink shop here. Let's see. Is it a Gulpy that's over here? No, it's a Pip Shot. Yeah, we'll do a Gulpy here. Let's just take it over here real fast. Edit the building. Get all those trimmings off of it. Whoop, didn't mean that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and go with that. Done. Pick this up, put it over here next to the pizza pen, and then we'll discuss what I've actually spent the most time doing that has been an absolute labor of love here, but I really enjoy the way it's come out. And hopefully you guys will as well. Alright, that's going to go there. That was not what I wanted at all. Just realized that. That was a Pip Shot. I wanted the Gulpy. How did I get those two mixed up? That's Pip Shot. There's the Gulpy. Alright. Again. Get rid of that. Get the Gulpy over here. Edit. Cut, 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 cut. And cut that. And also that. There we go. Done. Let's pick it up. There we are. Let's go ahead and get the pathway here. That is not what I wanted. I do want to get to some stuff this episode, so because of that, I am trying to hurry this along a little bit. That also not what I wanted. And hurrying is costing me a little bit. That's alright though. There we go. What I wanted finally is there. We'll go ahead and have that open. Perfect. That way we have Gulpy over here, get some drinks to people. Additionally, what I did is I opened this up. I made it a wider path. It still goes to the exit of the roller coaster here, but it also now comes along to this new area. We have an information booth here, and then we have this stuff over here. So we have a changing room, a restroom, and slides. Slides for what, you might ask? Well, the pool that I have put in underneath the roller coaster. It is a wave pool. It has wave generators on both ends, and then it has slides that are also on both ends. So definitely has some popularity here. People are enjoying that. As I said, all this is going well. The changes I made, the only thing that's not going well is this coaster over here. I think it just needs to be dolled up some. I don't think that's something I'm going to do in this particular episode. This entire area over here has been redone. I put the drop tower in this corner now. I redid the pathing here, and it got some interest going on this ride for sure, which is a good thing. We're definitely making some decent money there with that now, so very happy about that. Everything else is running pretty smooth. As I said, the only thing is this roller coaster not doing so great. Need to upgrade it at a point, but it's not my key focus. What I am focusing on is this area over here, because I read through a lot of people's comments, and what people were saying basically is you need more rides. That's the way I'm going to be able to get this to complete, is that I need to put in more rides. So, out with the coaster. Whoops. That was not what I wanted at all, and I have done that multiple times, so I should have learned already. Because the problem with that now is I now have to retest that. What I should do instead is that. Alright. Delete that. Tell this to go test. Let's have those people disappear. There we go. Alright. What we are going to do is we are going to run a path. A fairly solid path here. I'm going to say 7. Down this way. And that way I can put rides hopefully on both sides of it. We are going to use rides that are themed, definitely, where we can. So I'm going to try to draw people down to this area where I can. No, can't do that way. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull this back a little bit, because I would love to put this as the ride right here at the end. I think it would look nice. Alright, let's not try to fight it that much over a little bit of space. Not what I intended. There we go. Alright, perfect. So this is the entrance to the ride over there. This will be the exit to the ride over here. And as you might have noticed, I've also switched from the curved paths to the more straight-on paths. There we go. Trying to be efficient with those now. Not that. Yeah, I did a bunch of work off camera, as I said, but we're gonna hopefully fill up this space with rides here in this episode so that we might get in the people we need. Nothing like a good old-fashioned cattle pin queue. Perfect. Alright, so this one is set to go. And we will go ahead and... Oh, we got to get power over here. Of course. Not a huge deal. We will get that in place. Let's put it by these rocks over here if we can. Facilities. Create. Power. Let's see here. Struggling to put that over there. You know what? We've got these towers here. So, can we just stick this somewhere in there? No? We'll put it there for now. And we're going to need a power supply right here in the middle. There we go. Now we've got power there, so we're all good that way. That is there. Next flat ride that I really wanted to put in, not one of the themed ones, but I've been wanting to put this in for a while now. I want to see what this thing does. Has to be on this side, evidently. Ooh, could be over here, maybe. No, I don't like the fact that it's on the path. No, we're not going to do that. We'll put it over on this side. I've just been curious to see what this thing does. I don't even know. I'm very intrigued. Let me get my color palette from here. Let's also get this one opened. And let's go ahead and do dynamic on it. Let's do $5. You know what? Let's do $25 to start with. And we'll go up to $55. Alright. We need to put in the entrance and exit for this one. We'll put the entrance over there. We will put the exit. Right over there. Connect the entrance path. Probably put some food items right there. You know what? We'll just go back and forth one more time. So that way it misses. There we go. Perfect. And we will most likely take a ride on this electric ride at some point during this episode. Let's go with $25 for this as well, and we'll go with $60 on the high end. Then we're going to do our own specialized colors here. Actually, you know what? We'll go that color there, that color there. We'll do blue there. We'll leave the black. Make sure it's actual black now. Alright, I like it. Perfect. That's all set up there. Not scenery. We are going to run out of money at a point, so we will have to come back to setting up more rides here and such. Why am I plunging down this? There we go. Not trying to go down the gorge. Alright, so we're sort of making this a Vikings area. We don't really need a teacups or a tiny eye. But let's see here. What other thing? Scenery themes. What else do we have in Vikings? We have the ship. Well, the ship would definitely be a good idea. Not going to fit on that side. You know what? The Vikings ship is going to actually have to be more this way, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and move this over into the tree line here if we can. There we go. Yeah, I think this will work alright. Well, once I get it to actually fit there properly. Alright, good enough. Place the entrance. You know what? Let's place the entrance over there. Actually, no. Place the entrance there. Place the exit There. That works so much better for me. Alright, so now let's go ahead and connect the exit path, which is much simpler. Perfect. And now we can connect the entrance path. Yeah, definitely changing these lines about has made all the difference in the world. Very happy about that. Makes them worlds better than they were. Let's call this one Viking Voyage. And then this will sort of be our Viking themed area for the most part, even though it's not all going to be Viking themed, but it'll at least be somewhat. Alright, let's put this at $5 as starting and up to $10 as the top price. Do you want to check on this? Yeah, I did not change it down to the 1 minute. That was my mistake. There we go. Alright. Now let's see here. Flat rides. Don't have a lot of money left, so you know what? We're going to leave it for right now. And we're going to go with trying to get a stand in here. And we're going to go Viking themed. The only thing we have is a Viking restaurant, which is sort of cool. It's going to cost more than we can afford right now, though. So let's go ahead over here. We're going to create custom. Alright, and we are going to go without a scenery theme to it. Sushi in the Viking area. Makes sense to me. Didn't exactly want that there. I think I want it moved over like that. There we go. All right.
Soda.
Vegan!
All right. Now let's connect some pathways up here. Actually, you know what? Easiest way to do this probably is going to be this right here. I did feel like I got a lot of play and experience with the system yesterday while I was working on that pool area and such, so I've figured it out a lot more than I had, and I think that's probably showing some in what I'm doing today. I'm pleased with it. Perfect. Open that. And then what we're going to probably end up doing is putting the restaurant down here. In this area. Yeah, because it will fit back there. It's going to add to the overall ambiance of the area. So that'll go there. Let's see what flat rides are going to fit over on this side. That probably will just cost a bunch right now. That also might. Alright, so those are ideas we'll have over there. Let's go ahead and open everything, get people coming down this way. And while they're doing that, I'm going to edit these. Alright. Alright, so those two are fine. Helter Skelter's queue is paused until a staff member arrives, that's fine. We probably could use another staff member over here. Let's get one just out there. There we go. Let's go back to this, start editing the building. Alright, looks like everything's taken care of over there. I have no idea what's making that noise, but I don't like it. I can tell you that. Is it because this table is glitching into it? I don't know, but I'm just not going to stay that close to that. Alright, here is this ride that I have been curious about since the beginning. Oh, those go... Yeah. That swings freely. That's going to be disturbing. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's go with scenery theme here. Let's go Viking. Alright, perfect. We're not going to do too much here. Not trying to waste all our money. Let's go walls. Let's go roofs. Alright, spot is obstructed. We'll go with the roof there. Might be because of the thing running next to it there. So, yeah, we'll go with flat roofs for the R2. Make sure that they match. There we go. And then we'll go with walls. Alright, so that goes there. And then, let's see. Let's put a nice shield on here. There. Fairly basic, but it works. Let's see here. Really don't know what's making that noise on that, but it is getting the people in. So you know what? We will put up with it. There are people waiting to get on that, so that's great. I love their screams. That sounds bad, but it's true. I do love a good old pirate ship as it is, so The Viking themed one is just awesome. Alright. All that stuff is laid out now. Perfect. We are going to need a bathroom over here as well. Let's put it toward the end here. Yeah, there's really nothing there for this. Alright, there's no path to the flume ride. Yes there is. It's right there. It's just people are busy over on the other side of the park right now. Oh, speaking of which, is this done testing? Yes, it is. There we go. Somebody's going to work on it. People lining up for all this stuff. Perfect. Exactly as I wanted. Let's get the facilities in here. We are going to need a toilet first. Let's put that there. And let's put a dryer here just in case they need one. And then we will theme these up. You know what? I'm going to play around with them a little bit. A little something different, but it works. Let's copy this. Let's up this to 750. Put the high end at $15. Oh, it does go all the way over the top. Yeah, that would be a trip there to say the least. And it is $60 for it. Wow. All right, we're making money there without question. Windmill swing. There we go. Definitely getting more people into the park right now, which is good. Gonna pause it because I don't want to lose the money I need for this. All right. We will move this slightly to the side over there. Perfect. Let's go with this. Copy existing. There we go. And for most of the seats, you can still see out into this view pretty well. I sort of like that. I am curious here while we're waiting on getting some money and such. Let's head over to the workshop here real fast. See about the behemoth swing and see if there's one that actually is more themed. That'd be sort of fun. I didn't really want that. It's not really a tower. It's more of a swing. Huh. No, not finding anything that I really like there. Alright, well, we'll just stick to what we have. I'm curious, there are no coasters in the Viking theme, are there? No. Alright, it keeps saying that they can't, but there are literally people getting to it. So that's not true. Alright, so that's just a load of BS there. which is fine. I'm actually thinking about removing this roller coaster as well because it opens up all this space. I do need to build a building around these real fast. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Edit building. Scenery theme. Yeah, let's just go with walls here. Some basic panel walls. Can these move in at all? No, that is as in as they go. Alright. I liked the roller coaster I built, but we're not caring about my likes or dislikes right now. We're caring about making something that's actually going to win this challenge. So, with that in mind, let's just put on a basic flat roof here. Doesn't have to be anything special. Just wanted to make the area look nicer. Ugh, still not really nice. You know what though? Good enough. And sadly, I am going to make the decision that Wave Runner is coming down. And that will allow us all this space to play with.
Oh.
Specifically, this table is dirty. Get to it over there. Alright, you know what? We could use in there a couple of staff members possibly here. There we go. That ride's doing really well. How are we doing on guests? Oh yeah, we're jumping up there quite a bit. So over here, I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to start working. You know what? No. I'm going to stay working on this side because this is where the entrance to the park is. And so therefore have better success over here. You know what? Let's just change it where it's not Viking themed anymore. Because I do know that there is a cube that I would not mind using. Yeah, that'll be good there. Alright, those are there, fine. Let's go ahead and connect the exit first. Undo that. Need to make this one. There we go. Yeah, money-wise, we are doing quite well overall, I'd say, so not really concerned about that.
Din Pakudon om att tänka.
Nivaverum.
Alright, we need more power over here. That is an easy enough thing to fix. Actually, you know what? I wonder. There we go. Let's go with 25 as the base price and 50 as the upper price. There we go. Now it's a bit more stable. Keep checking this, but it keeps seeming to uncheck somehow. Alright. Let's go here. Let's go scenery themes. Teacups. Yeah, that's a bit big to fit in there, unfortunately. Can't fit there because of the giant swing there. It's another one of the same ride. I'm not a huge fan of making duplicates of rides, but you know what? In this case, I think it might work out pretty well. Yeah, good enough. Sorry about that slight delay there. Had to wake my wife up for work. It's the unique thing about having the schedule that I do and such, where I'm pretty much an overnight person. She works during the day, so have to make it work as best we can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to accept. Yeah. Not gonna be able to have this exactly as I want it. Oh well. No. Hate that ending to it. Fine, it's gonna look weird, but it's gotta be that way. Don't know why, but you know what? It's fine. Let's do 25 on the lower end and 45 on the upper end. We'll go with that. And we are creeping up on the number we need, which is good. Alright, they're heading toward Viking's Feast. There we go. We'll put them right there. They can go in to Viking's Feast. Don't like this little kick out on the path here. Let me go ahead and pause. Let's do that. And that. There. So much more efficient. Much better looking. Perfect. Alright, so we've got that set up. I do want to put in some more flat rides along here if I could. Did I put a 540 over here? I don't believe I did. Not gonna fit along there either. All right. You know what we haven't put is we haven't put we could definitely put this over here if it's reasonably enough. Let's put that right there. And then we will put the exit path right there. And then we'll put the entrance path going like this. Ah, that's good enough, yeah. There we go. This is going to probably be a longer video because I am wanting to sort of complete this level. So, yeah, we are going to, as I said, try to complete everything here in this episode. Let's go $10 on the low end, $25 on the high end. We are raking in the money here. So that is definitely a good thing. The theming helps so much. Would love to be able to put that in, but I just can't. We will try to put in one more ride here, though. No. Just not going to be possible to. So you know what we'll do instead? We'll put in some gift shops here. Let's go ahead and put in our gift shops. That's fantastic. Just a memento. And Looney Balloons. Along with one more drink and one more, we'll put the Latte Love here. And one more restaurant place. Let's see, we've done that. We haven't done Gelato Bros. There we go. Alright, let me pause real fast here so I can finish this stuff up with these shops. Still got to decorate them, of course, but we'll get to that in a moment. Yes, I know, no one can reach any of them. Oddly, it only won't allow me to open the last one. Alright, so those are all there. Let's see now. Don't know why it didn't take off the one on the Latte Love, but there we go. Alright. And for some reason, it is not, has not taken the numbers off of several of them. We will fix that here shortly. Alright. Need the stamp building tool. Like having a little bit more versatility to it. We're done with that. Let's go ahead and move these around accordingly. We'll put that there. We're also going to put one here and here, as well as there. This seat is going to get moved over here. This seat will get moved down slightly. Now this can be opened. Let's let the people go. And we'll put a couple of Viking picnic benches in here. Alright. Now let's select the building. And we'll edit the building with Viking themed pieces. They've got their gelato, perfect. Gelato's doing well. Interesting. And then the rest we'll do as flat roof. Good enough there. I like it. That works out well. The Island Getaway is making some decent money there, so that's perfect. Everything's really working well over here. Other than this. This really isn't getting that many people to it. Bit unfortunate. But you know what? We've got a decent amount of people coming in there. So let's head across the park. As I said, we're going to try to finish this in this video. So that's what we're doing here. Alright, so flat rides over here. I know without a question, I just want all the flat rides available. So I know I want to put in a teacups over here that I haven't used before. I used the other cube over on the other side there, so I might as well use this cube this time. Want something sort of impressive at the end. That'll do it. Then we've got the Viking teacups. We've got the resort teacups. Yeah, I know that's not connected. I am aware of this. Wasn't sure what they were talking about at first, so that's why I had to go check. Oh, this would be nice over here. Yeah, we'll definitely put this in over here. Alright. So what we're going to have is we're going to connect this roadway here. Just need a little bit more money to come in. Actually, you know what I could do easy enough? I haven't taken out any loan money in a little while. I was taking out a lot of loan money for a while there. Let's take out about 5 grand. Alright, so now we can go ahead and continue this pathway along. Then we can go here. Copy this texture. There we go. We're going to need power over here, which is not an issue. Let's see here. Not custom. Really, this is like the perfect location to hide that in. Perfect. Alright, let's go back to this. And I mean, if this was like my park, I would be doing more to ensure the theming of everything, make sure the paths were correct as far as my theming, all that kind of stuff. That's not happening here because I'm just not as concerned about it. Let's get this terrain leveled up a little bit over here so that way it's not an issue. And actually with this, can I shove it more into this building? Yeah, it's not going to show any which way then. Perfect. Alright, so that's there. Working with the space I have. Not exactly perfect, but it'll work. right? So that one is set up. And as I said, not perfect, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's set up this one next. And then we'll come over to this side. Really don't want them going back towards the power facilities and stuff back there if I can avoid it. Alright, so we got that one named. Let's go $10 on the short end, $20 on the up end. Then our Engine of the Gods, I didn't even finish naming that. I thought I had. Sorry, my dogs are misbehaving a little bit here and distracting me some. That's what, if you notice the little cuts, that's what it is I keep having to jump up and deal with them real fast. So, do apologize for that, but doing what I can. Alright. We'll call that Mead Maker. Let's go with $7.50, and then let's put this up to $15 because I know it can make some money. Also, I want to place the entrance somewhere else. Really, this excites me about what I'm going to be able to design in the future here, but it's just one of those, I do want to get this sort of taken care of first. Get all these challenges taken care of, which does mean I don't feel like designing everything for them. I'm just going to go ahead and design the coasters, of course, but then use the products that I have available just to get through the challenges fairly quickly. There we go. That one's set up as well. So let's go ahead and start those. Actually, you know what? We're gonna change that because just realized something. I want that space over at the end there so I can put in some toilets. There we go. Now that's open, let's go ahead and put a toilet in here. along with, if we can fit it, a hair dryer. No, can't fit the dryer in there. Yeah. We'll just do it that way. Good enough. Alright, we'll do this just as its own little building. Edit, scenery. We don't want Viking now. We're gonna want mythology now. So let's see here. I don't want marble, I want marble, but I want marble block. There we go. What is the coloring of the roof over there? It is sort of a brownish color. Let me get this color there. Perfect. Let's edit this cubicle. Let's go with roofs. All the roofs. Alright, so I didn't need to color it, actually, it's just there. Perfect. I love it. That looks amazing. Love it. There we go. Alright, so we got rides open. Let's duplicate this down this direction. Alright, so we've got those rides in. Now let's see what rides we haven't used yet. Oh, we could do a Wild Blue on this side. We haven't done one of those over here yet. Might as well. Let's get some more money. No sense in waiting. Hopefully that'll be long enough. Let's go 25 and then we will go 55. Yeah, let's get. Whoop.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh. Whoa.
Alright, scenery wise, we are going to need the scenery theme here that's proper, which is going to be the mythology one. Perfect. We got that in order. Now we just need the money to come in, and we can do that easily enough with the rides we have on hand. Haven't used a whirlpool yet. Don't know why it spread out that area that much, but alright. I don't hate it. So that's there, that's there. Let's go with 15 on the low end, 30 on the high end. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we want to put in here. Let's pause this real fast. Let's go over here. And let's tone down this line by 1. Then hopefully we can put this ride in its place over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to destroy this path over here. That's fine. Just realized this path had some railings on it anyways, so that should be good in every direction other than the train. So we'll put it right there. There's a little gap there. Not really a gap there. Now there's a gap there. Alright, the entrance we're gonna put there. The exit will be right there. We'll move this maybe over there. We'll get the concrete right there. Whoop, wrong material. we got as much as we could in there. We went for every little inch that we could. So that's there. Let's see. Dynamic. Let's go with 10 as the bottom number. We'll just go with 15 as the top number. And then we will go with color scheme. Oh, I gotta get the colors again. My mistake. You know what? Let's do the color scheme that's in this area. All right. Get that all nice and set there. There we go. That's open. So all of it's open. And instead of purple here, though, I do want to have more of the blue colors. There we go. I don't know what it's meaning by profits either. I don't know what part of the day we're at. We're toward the end of the day here, so hopefully starting with tomorrow we'll earn some decent profits. You know one that we haven't put in is the bumper cars. And to me, that's an error. Alright, entrance will be over here. Exit will be right there. Put it $5 and $8. We will incorporate all the colors that we got going on. Let's bring that color in. We'll bring this color in. We'll get that color there. one more flat ride to go in here, and it's got to be that one. I mean, it could be the carousel, but I do love a wave swinger. You know what? I wonder. I could put this up here. Let's try that and see how it goes. Let's go with curved here. Nah, just not gonna happen. That's alright. Yeah, we'll go with this over here. Alright, it's just not going to fit there. So let's go ahead and take this. Actually, we don't need to take that. Let's see here. I want to go ahead and create a few custom pieces here. So let's go with this. Let's go with that. Well, that's a bit odd, but you know what? It'll work. What we'll do is we'll put this bench right there. It's good enough. Alright. I don't know what is playing here. Good enough. It's not the pieces I was looking for, but you know what? It'll work fine. Don't know why I was being a pain that way, but alright. Well, you got that taken care of. This area is all set, good to go. Let's go $10 on the bottom end and 30 on the top end. What in the world? How did I do that? Did not mean to do that. Let's see. Attach scenery. No, I just want to attach scenery to the, Alright, so here I'm wanting the aquatic over on this side. Gonna really theme this up. Hope that that's gonna help. Basically, I'm getting everything set so the next month here we should be good as far as our location. trying to design this definitely is going to have some unique architecture to it. But you know what? It will hopefully improve the rating of the coaster, so therefore will attract people to the coaster. I really have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of winging it and seeing what happens. This is definitely a unique structure. You know what? Nah, I think instead of this, what we're gonna do is do walls here, here. Alright, this thing's open, but it's still not really getting the riders in. Well, we'll keep building on it and seeing where we get to. See how the train does going through here. Oh yeah, that works perfectly fine. Great. Just realized that all of this is off by one. All right. Well, we've got a structure here. It's different. It is definitely different. All right. Let's edit this building. All right. Now let's tidy this up a little bit. All right. Not exactly perfect, but a lot better than it was. We have a structure there now. All right. Let's go with putting in some trees here. All right. I love these tools now. They make decorating so much easier. Yeah, no, let's get that one off the map. Sprinkle to taste. Quite literally. We are on a mountainside after all. All right. No, that's gonna block that, so. Just realized some of these plants are flying. Not exactly what I'd want. Hopefully they can fix that in game at a point. Because the flying plants don't look so realistic. Alright, got all that stuff in there. Oh, that's that. Never mind. This is the one I was wanting to look at here. Go ahead and run a test on it. Make sure that this is working properly. Oh, I put all this stuff into the building. That's my bad. I've done that before too. I don't know how that comes out to only a 5.96. Let's edit the coaster a little bit here. Let's ride it then while we're testing it. See how all of our changes here make it look. I think that would be scary. I think there'd be some excitement to that. Same with this here. There we go. Improved it some. Now it's all in the green. All right, let's start it at $5. Let's have it go up to 25. Just seems like rides over in this area of the park aren't getting that much love. A little bit sad on that. But it is the way it is. Not much I can do about it. This, on the other hand, is getting quite a bit of love. Really does vary, though, as to what's going to attract guests at any point. Cliff's Edge Dining is taking a long time to get people seated. Must be the one across the way.
Tapsomel for
I'd say it's doing all right. Wow, there are a ton of people down this direction. All right, let me go ahead and move this bench and this trash can. And then we're gonna go ahead and That way it's not so much of a bottleneck right there. Nah, it's not worth putting it in. Wow, alright. Could I put it as higher? Let's go up to 75 and see what happens. This has stopped making the terrible noise, which is a good thing. It's all about trying to find that right price for it. Let's go 750. Almost nobody in line for this now. Interesting how that happens. Rides will be popular, then they'll lose all their popularity, then they'll get popular again. Sort of hard to define how that's going to work. All right. Is the monorail running? Yes, yes it is. Alright, so basically now I'm just going to go ahead and play the game for a bit in order to hopefully have this daily profit get to where it needs to be. Not going to spend any more money. We will just let it run as it should. And what we'll probably do is take a ride on this here while we're waiting on that. So yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy this while we wait for the new day to happen. And then, as I said, I'll speed up time and just wait to see how it all works out. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to be waiting here a little bit while the guy fixes the, or checks out the mechanics there. Also, real fast, before we take off on this ride, we have this money. Let's pay off some of our loan. There we go. Enjoy the ride.
What the? Voi puhua.
Whoa, just take a look at our park now! I'm amazed at what you've done with it. It's like you pulled the image straight out of my head.
I know what you mean, dude. What was two simple mountains is now a peak theme park. Get it? Mountain? Peak? Mountain peak? Man, that was hilarious. I should write that down.
If only you knew someone who had just come into ownership of a fancy new pen, eh? Don't forget to give it back, though. It was a gift, and it's very dear to my heart.
Oh, yeah. The agent. I bet they're feeling pretty silly now, eh, Hank?
I tried calling that guy. I was going to invite him to bingo. The number didn't work, though.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna hear from him again, man. But hey, this was a great time. I'm gonna miss it here.
Yeah, me too. I feel like we really stepped up. 20,000 steps to be specific. A new personal best.
And with that, we have completed Summit Awesome. I know this was an incredibly long episode, but it was also probably the hardest park that I've done, definitely in Planet Coaster 2, possibly in Planet Coaster overall. This park, because of this gap, was so challenging. Perfect example is this coaster is really well rated, and I have had people ride it, but not nearly as many as should have. The reason for it is that people are stuck. They're stuck in this area right here, which I can't really edit because these things I can't delete. And they're stuck right here. No matter what I've done here, this has been a line that is overly sized, and even this gondola ride is still just having people stuck. It can't keep up with the sheer quantity of people wanting to go to the other side of the park. So with that, I've done what I can. I passed the challenges. I'm going to pay off the loan because it's just who I am as a person. I want no loans. There we go. One that I found actually was very successful but didn't really make a lot of money for me has been the pool. Look at all these people in the pool area here. They really have enjoyed this pool. Now, I won't say that's a good thing for me because it's fairly inexpensive to be in the pool versus a lot of my rides. So, would have preferred them riding the rides. Really, my winner overall has to be this one, though. I've been excited to see how it would be. And as we can see right now, price-wise, it's at $75 a person to ride it. So, yeah. I am making a fortune on that ride. It helped me pass this challenge, and I'm very pleased overall. But with all of that said and done, I'm glad to be ending this park, in all honesty. It was a lot of fun, but it has also been a lot of work. So, I'm not going to record any more Planet Coaster until I'm on the new computer. We will see the new park, the new story, on the new computer, and we'll see how the new computer is able to hopefully run the game that much better. So with all of that in mind, if you enjoyed what I did in the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for more of Planet Coaster 2.